Jeff Jarvis, what is your opinion on groups like Free Press who believe that the states should be sponsoring journalism?
I get a rash and get very itchy. I don't want government involved in speech. I'm a Howard Stern fan, Baba Booey, and I look at what the FCC did when Stern was on broadcast. They silenced political speech in addition to other kinds of speech. And I think that's wrong, and I think it's a huge problem to have the First Amendment carved out in that way, to have government involved in speech. But mainly, I don't think it's at all necessary. What we hear about in various Free Press, Columbia University, other organizations think that it's over, that there is no business model for news. Well, the old business model for news is dead, but the future of journalism is entrepreneurial, not institutional. We don't need government help. What we need is innovation. So at CUNY, we haven't announced this yet, but I'm working on getting full funding coming in soon to create an investment model and incubator for new companies in journalism. I teach a course in entrepreneurial journalism. We've given away $100,000 to 7 students who are running businesses. I see a lot of opportunities here. It is way too soon to declare surrender for a business model for news and to make the desperate move to go to government to get money. We should be covering government harder than ever, not becoming partners.
So is this an official press announcement about your CUNY initiative?
Yeah, we haven't gotten the funding to announce yet, but I'm going to start teaching an extended program in entrepreneurial journalism and a 4th semester to get a certificate. And we're going to be training out journalists who will make their own jobs at CUNY. And it is our hope to get an investment fund run like Y Combinator that could invest in both our students' businesses and outsiders' businesses, because I think what we're lacking in journalism is entrepreneurship and innovation.
You're going to have a lot of people watching this show who are probably thinking to themselves, maybe I fancy doing that. Tell me why they should. What can you teach them that they won't already know about making money as a journalist?
Well, I think that maybe not a lot. Maybe it's about support, right? I watched one of my students in this last term named Jenny Avens started a business called Closet Tour, where she's going to bring to fashion what in various food areas have been brought to food, so you know where fashion came from, how we're responsible. And we taught her journalism. We didn't teach her, for example, project management. We taught her some business. She needs to learn more business and learn how to work with funding and things like that. So I think what you do is you fill in the gaps in knowledge someone has. My hope is that just as in technology, you get a great product person tied to a great developer, and they're complementary. In journalism, what we need is a good journalist, a good product person tied with good technology and business people, and we'll teach the journalist business and the business people journalism and the technologists business and whatever they need.
But the journalist of the future has to be a generalist. They need to know how to operate a camera. They need to know how to sell advertising. Is that fair?
In one way, they'll be a generalist. In one way, not. In terms of the content, you need to be more of a specialist. The fact that TechCrunch exists and gives me better coverage of the industry than the New York Times, the LA Times, the San Francisco Examiner, Time Magazine, Business Week, any of those can do because it is so specialized. But then within that, yeah, we're here making video right now. You need to know how to operate with your audience in new ways so they're not just an audience anymore and collaborate with them. So yes, there's a whole host of new skills. I think that's quite natural. It's just we were limited before because we had printing presses.
So what's the future of Jeff Jarvis? Can you continue to operate as an individual entrepreneur on your own blog, or would it make more sense to join a group?
I think I will, because I finally, I have benefits teaching and tenure, so my wife says that I'm not allowed to quit this job, even though it doesn't pay very well. I'll stay on health insurance, even given my bad history. And it gives me a perch to learn and to watch the students and work with them. And maybe I'm too old to be an entrepreneur. You know, the hair is white. And so maybe I'll be better at supporting them than being that. I make a few small angel investments. I advise some companies. I more want to help these things come along and invent the future of journalism that I am confident is there.
But are you making a living out of BuzzMachine?
Out of BuzzMachine per se, no. I revealed in What Would Google Do that I made, I think, $13,000 2 years ago on it. I shouldn't have quit my day job. But clearly, it got me a book contract. It gets me speaking gigs. It teaches me things all around. It got me the teaching gig. So BuzzMachine itself, I don't even try to make it a business. I was very happy today when I saw a new blog ad came in, and I said, "Oh, good, enough to buy maybe a netbook," and that's what it is. It's pocket money.